How's it going, troops? Welcome to a new video. I'm Craig, a former British soldier, and a big shout out to all of you who have supported the channel, liked, shared, commented, viewed, subscribed, and a big shout out to all of our channel members. If you do want to support the channel and become a channel member, just click join below. But Starmer is doubling down on his comment of sticking boots on the ground in Ukraine. So I've done a video on this previously. He did say a few weeks back that he was willing to put boots on the ground if need be. In some more recent comments, it's looking like he is happy to double down on that comment and really stick by it. So as we may have seen, he has given another amount of money, 2.2 billion plus 1.6 billion on top of that, I believe, to support Ukraine's defences. Wants to buy 5,000 more missiles, I believe. But this money is being backed by Russian assets that is currently being held. I don't know if all of that money is, but they're saying that money is going to be backed by that. So it's not going to come from the British taxpayers, even though we are giving aid, even at a time when the US have stopped all military aid, which is absolutely massive. They are the biggest contributors to Ukraine aid at the moment. And we don't even touch the surface, really, in what the US has given and what they can give. A lot of people feel like we need to concentrate on the UK more. We've got so many issues going on, which I do believe Ukraine do need support. The war does need to come to an end. But at some point, you've got to look at your own country. But with it being sort of Russian assets, then why not? If you can back it with that and not use the British taxpayers' money, then fair enough. But Starmer is still saying that we need a coalition of willing from the European Union and the countries in Europe. But we can't do anything without US's backing, which I totally agree. The US financial commitment to NATO alone is around 64%, I believe, of all funding towards NATO. The other countries combined is around 30-ish%. So that's how much the US contribute to NATO. We've seen that they've given roughly 150 billion, Trump saying 300 billion to Ukraine alone. So anything that does, any sort of peace agreement that does come about, we are going to need United States backing. Starmer is happy to put boots on the ground, which I do not agree with. One, we don't have the manpower for a rotation for that. I don't believe we do. If we do, you're looking at around 2,500 strong, which I've said previously. I don't think every European country is willing to do that either. I don't feel like you hear too much from Germany, etc. You hear a lot from the UK and France, but I feel the other countries are staying pretty quiet. You're going to have sort of Sweden and Finland are obviously already sort of back in their own borders as it is. The US, I don't think, are willing to put boots on the ground. The majority of manpower would have to come from the US. And what you've also got to think about is Starmer's saying we need to come to a peace deal. We can't let Putin determine, the points of the peace deal. But he isn't just going to give everything over. He's not just going to back off. He hasn't backed off for the last 3 years. They've tried to get him to stop. The only one who's getting close is Trump. He has a good relationship with Putin, however that looks between them. But Putin isn't just going to go, yeah, I'll listen to you now. I've not listened to you for the last 3 years, but I'll listen to you now. I'll pull my troops out. I'll never enter Ukraine again. You can put troops on Ukraine's border. You can boost their defense systems. Go on, just spend loads of money. He said from the beginning he doesn't want NATO coming into the UK. He doesn't want NATO's defense systems coming closer to his borders. He doesn't want artillery pieces coming closer to his borders. He said from the beginning he doesn't want boots on the ground. That's the going the wrong way. I don't know how we're going to come to some form of peace deal. I think either side have got their issues. But I don't feel like we're going to dictate what's going to happen in this peace deal. Trump, possibly. Like I said, I don't really know what that relationship is with Putin, but he seems to have some sort of decent relationship. But Starmer is not going to dictate anything to Putin. Putin's too strong mentally, and he's not just going to back down without a fight. He wouldn't have just done this war for the last 3 years to then say, yeah, I'll pull out, you put boots on the ground, you put defense systems here, etc., etc. That's not the type of person that he is. So Starmer is doubling down on it. He is saying if we need to put boots on the ground, we will. He's also saying if we need to put planes in the air, we will. Big mistake. You've lost the UK people as it is. You're going to lose them even more. Some sort of peace deal needs to come to an agreement. What that looks like, possibly, I think it's going to be losing some territory on the Ukrainian side. I think that's the outcome, or the only outcome that's going to work. I don't think he's just going to back down and say, look, here's your territory back. Now bring your troops in and I'll back off and, I won't break any ceasefire or any peace deal ever again. That's not how it's going to work in my eyes. I think we've still got a long way to go. And just Starmer, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? But he's saying it. I'm willing to put boots on the ground and planes in the air if need be. But we can't do it without the US's backing. We know that. We can't keep giving military aids from the British taxpayers' money. We're struggling as it is. We've got enough commitments going on around the world. Yeah. But thank you for watching. If you could, support the channel, I'd hugely appreciate it. Please give us a thumbs up. Click that subscription button. And if you want to, check out some of the best tasting coffee on the market, then head over to combatreadyhq.co.uk to check out some of our coffee blends. And we've got some brilliant merch. We've got t-shirts. We've got some thermal tumblers to keep your coffee nice and warm. And we've also got our patches as well. So, and if you do want to join a community, you can check out our free community Discord as well. The links for all of these are in the description. And I just want to give another shout out as well, just a quick one, from Luke from Original Human. His Kickstarter event has just been released today. It's just been launched today. He's releasing a new drink, something I would have never thought of, but it sounds very, very interesting. And I'm looking forward to get my hands on some cans. It's like a new energy drink, but it's all sort of made from mushrooms. He's a bit of a mushroom freak, loves his mushrooms, loves the outdoors, wants to give people a new form of energy drink. So that's sort of healthier for you, better for you mentally and for you physically. So he's got this new mushroom drink made from loads of different mushrooms. So go over to Original Human on Instagram or my Instagram story, and there's a link to his Kickstarter event and everything about his new company, Morale. Their Instagram handles @drinkmorale, I believe. But don't forget to pick up some of our coffee as well on the way to go alongside your new can. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.